Good morning. Good morning to all of you. I think so. I'm audible to you. Hello. Yes, I'm audible. Okay. Shall we start? So in today's lecture, inshallah, we will see the what you mean by skill and what are the core skills. Because for every industry, you need the uh, different labels to be work and at different positions. So different skills are required. So in today's lecture, the unit outcome will be the understanding about the core skills and competency, and in that we will see what are mean by the skills and what are the core skills. What is competency and competence and competency? What is competency mapping, competency map, and the profiling, and then steps in competency mapping. Competence required for employment, also competence building with an example. So this we will see in today's lecture. So while filling up the position, you should see that you're not putting square pegs in round hole, है ना? तो जब भी हम कंपनी में किसी को अपॉइंट करते हैं या किसी को जॉब पर रखते हैं, तो एट दैट टाइम यू शुड सी द स्किल्स ऑफ द पीपल. जहाँ पर जो स्किल रिक्वायर्ड है वहीं पर हम उस पर्सन को रखेंगे. ऐसा तो नहीं कर सकते कि स्किल कुछ और रिक्वायर्ड है और वहाँ पर किसी और पर्सन को हम रख दें. दैट विल नॉट यानी गुड फॉर द company also and that person also. Okay, so it is while you are seeing or watching the skills of the peoples, we should look after what skills we are required and where we have to put that right people for the right work. That will we will called as the skills. Then we will see about the competency of that person and it is competent or not for doing such kind of work. All these are to be checked before the uh, hiring of the any people. That is very important. As a manager, one must understand that selecting and recruiting right person at a right place at the right time by mapping competencies and building on it thereafter are the steps toward the success of any organization. One by one, we will go through all these outcomes, unit outcomes, and content of this today's unit, and then we'll proceed. So what do you mean by skills and what are the core skills? Skill is an individual's ability to translate knowledge into action. What is skills? Skills is nothing but the ability of the person or individual to translate the knowledge into action. It can be defined as ability to perform certain physical or mental tasks accurately, consistently, and meaningfully. Generally, for any student, if you are learning, you are getting the knowledge enough in the classroom. And if you are doing some practical work based on that knowledge, you are performing some task and you are doing some action over that theory. So that is nothing but you are creating, you are developing yourself by skill. Generally, for every person, If they are willing to work in the industry or in organization, they should have a knowledge, skill, and attitude. Okay, so these things, basic things, are required, and that are divided into hard and soft skills. So, ability to perform certain physical or mental tasks accurately, consistently, and meaningfully is nothing but uh, the definition of your skill. Skill is not necessarily inborn and can be developed through a training and practice. तो कोई भी स्किल जो है वो इट इज नॉट वो पैदाइश ही नहीं होती है ना. It should be developed by human being while working or while learning through practices and trainings. There are four components of skill, namely knowledge, expertise gained by practice or experience, attitude or willingness, and the physical fitness. तो ये चार चीजें स्किल के लिए जरूरी है. वो चार चीजें क्या है स्किल के लिए जरूरी? स्किल के लिए चार चीजें जरूरी है. पहली है नॉलेज. नॉलेज रहेगा. देन एक्सपर्टाइज, यानी प्रैक्टिस करके जो एक्सपीरियंस हम हासिल करते हैं. एंड देन एटीट्यूड और विलिंग, जो हमको काम करना है उसके अंदर हमारा विलिंगनेस और हमारा बिहेवियर, हमारा एटीट्यूड कैसा है, दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड देन फिजिकल फिटनेस. तो फिजिकल जो हम काम कर रहे हैं उसके जो काम कर रहे हैं उसके लिए हम फिजिकली फिट हैं या नहीं है, और हेल्थ is permitting that doing that work or not. So that the four component of skills, and they are knowledge, expertise by doing the practice, attitude or willingness, and the physical fitness. It means that one has to have knowledge about anything one wants to perform. यानी जो भी काम हमको, जो टास्क हमको दिया जाएगा उसकी नॉलेज हमारे को पास होगी, तो देन ओनली वी कैन work on or practice it to perfection, and one should think it meaningfully and enjoy doing it. तो हमारा इंटरेस्ट अगर रहेगा तो डेफिनेटली हम वो काम करने में इंजॉय और खुशी महसूस करेंगे. अदरवाइज अनविलिंगली अगर कुछ काम करेंगे तो काम हमारा सही नहीं होगा, है ना. एंड मे बी अनविलिंगली वी आर डूइंग, बट their quality and their the of the product will affect. Similarly, physical fitness, यानी it is ability to perform the job. अगर physical fitness नहीं है तो you cannot able to do or complete that assignment given to you. So that is the ability to perform that job. So these four component of skills are very important. There are two types of core skills required when you do any job, namely hard and soft skills. जैसे कि मैंने बोला अभी कि अगर हम कोई काम करते हैं तो उसके अंदर दो टाइप की स्किल्स हमको लगती है. पहली जो है हार्ड स्किल एंड देन सॉफ्ट स्किल. व्हाट इज हार्ड स्किल? Hard skills, for example, if you are doing the computer programming, you are doing the welding in the workshop, you are doing the masonry work at site, you are operating a machine at site or in the workshop. These are the hard skills. One person they knew the drawing. Another person they don't know the drawing. So it is the ability of the person which are knowing the drawing. Okay, so that is the hard skill of that person. So at every industry or organization, different skills, hard skills are required. And similarly, to make a presentable of your things, you also know need a soft skills like speaking. हमारे बात करने का तरीका और behavior also affect the work, writing skill, listening skill, presenting skill. All these are coming into the soft skill. Also, your attitude towards the performing of that job is also you are considered in the soft skills. So basically, if you will see, so these four major are very important. That is knowledge, skill, attitude, and the your health. So here we are talking about your skills, है ना? तो skills में हार्ड स्किल जो भी काम फरमाओ करना है हमको, जो टास्क हमको दिया जाएगा, दैट शुड वी नो, we know properly, and already we have worked on it, then we will work properly. और हमने अगर काम नहीं किया है पहले तो we have to go for the training to develop that skill. People skills means how you interact with others and create good healthy relationship. इसको हम लोग जैसे टीम बिल्डिंग भी बोल सकते हैं कि हम एक दूसरे के साथ काम करके किस तरह इंटरेक्ट करते हैं, किस तरह अच्छे रिलेशन हम उनसे डेवलप करते हैं ताकि our progress of work will be good enough to achieve the target. Okay, so shop floor supervisors essentially has to have hard skills pertaining to his department as well as people skill to handle workers. So at the soft floor, because we are studying in this unit about the supervisory level of the planning and other things. So at that soft floor, we need uh, the hard skill pertaining to the different department, which department we are working, and as well as people skill to handle the work. तो हम जहाँ पर काम कर रहे हैं जनरली शॉप फ्लोर के बारे में हम पढ़ रहे हैं यूनिट में। तो शॉप फ्लोर पर जो स्किल है वो हार्ड स्किल हमको हर डिपार्टमेंट के हिसाब से वेल्डिंग अगर हम करते हैं तो वेल्डिंग की अच्छी नॉलेज रहना चाहिए। डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ वेल्डिंग्स आर देयर, आप लोग पढ़ते हैं बट वेल्डिंग उसमें भी दुनिया भर के टाइप्स हैं, है ना? इसी तरह फ्लैट एंड डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ वेल्डिंग आर देयर। सिमिलरली कटिंग सेक्शन है, so who knows the measurement, then he will do the cutting properly. The person don't know the measurement, how it will measure and the cutting will done. इसी तरह बेंडिंग सेक्शन है, वहाँ पर अलग टाइप की मशीन है, उसके लिए अलग रिक्वायरमेंट है। सडन बेंडिंग can't be done, to cut or do some marking on the sample and then you can able to bend it. Okay, so at the shop floor we need a different hard skills at different departments, and based on that you are appointing the people at the different department. And then what is the competency? Competence and competency. And someone who has the skill to do something well is considered as a competent. Someone who has skills to do something well is considered a competent. जैसे कि मैंने एक एग्जांपल बोला आपको, आपको बताया एक पर्सन जो है वो ब्रिक वर्क में अच्छा है ना? और एक पर्सन जो है प्लास्टिक में अच्छा है। तो जो प्लास्टिक में अच्छा है उसको क्या बोलेंगे कि दैट पर्सन इज कॉम्पिटेंट ऑफ डूइंग द प्लास्टिंग वर्क, है ना? तो उसके अंदर ऑलरेडी वो स्किल मौजूद है और वो अच्छी तरीके से जानता है उसके ताल्लुक से, तो हम क्या बोलेंगे कि वो जो पर्सन है ही इज कॉम्पिटेंट ऑफ डूइंग दैट वर्क, है ना? अब मैं जिसको मैसनरी वर्क आता है, ब्रिक वर्क आता है, उसको बोलूंगा ये प्लास्टिक में कॉम्पिटेंट है, तो ये सही होगा क्या? नहीं होगा। हम उसको बोलेंगे कि इज कॉम्पिटेंट ऑफ डूइंग द ब्रिक वर्क, दैट इज द कॉम्पिटेंट। ओके, so the skill already something is available in that person. So we are saying that that person is competent of doing that work. Okay. Competence refers to ability to do something, usually at a basic or acceptable level. And what is the competency? Competence refers to ability to do something, usually at a basic acceptable level. तो यानी अगर मैं बोलूँगा कि ये आदमी एक्स वाई जेड, हाँ रेहान इज डूइंग दैट वेल्डिंग वर्क इज वेरी वेल, तो मैं क्या बोलूँगा कि ही इज कॉन्फिडेंस ऑफ डूइंग द वेल्डिंग वर्क, है ना? So for example, it took Suresh several years to develop a competence in welding to the point where his foreman allowed him to do the task unsupervised. इसका मीनिंग क्या हो गया कि अगर कोई स्किल के अंदर कॉम्पिटेंस है तो हम उसको वो टास्क दे सकते हैं बगैर हमारे सुपरविजन। अदरवाइज इफ यू डोंट नो तो देन यू हैव टू सुपरवाइज द वर्क एंड यू हैव टू make competent that person of doing that work at that skill. And the competency refers to an area in which one has been professionally trained. For example, competency to appear in court as a lawyer, है ना? तो competency यहाँ पर एग्जांपल लॉयर की दे रहे हैं, जैसे कि मैंने एग्जांपल आपको दिया ब्रिक वर्क मैसन की और प्लास्टर वर्क मैसन की। So if what is the competency? Because they are very well skilled in that area. So we will say that he is the competence of doing the plaster. He is the competence to appear in a court. He is the competence to do the brickwork. He is the competence to do the welding. So that is the competency. If in any one area that person is uh, fully professionally trained, then that person is skills is called as competency. Okay, the competency of the person depend on what in what area he is working and he is professionally trained or taken a training. Competency is also defined as an underlying characteristic of a person which enables him to deliver superior performance in a given job role and situation. तो कॉम्पिटेंसी जैसे कि मैंने बोला कि एक आदमी आया उसने बोला मुझको कि आई एम डूइंग द वेरी गुड वर्क फॉर द दैट प्लास्टरिंग, तो ही इज द कॉम्पिटेंस। हाउ आई विल चेक? आई विल गिव द जॉब एंड आई विल say भाई ये यहाँ पर आप यू विल डू दिस जॉब एंड शो मी। जब वो काम करके मुझको दिखाएगा तो आई विल से दैट हाँ ओके यू आर कॉम्पिटेंट फॉर डूइंग दैट वर्क। तो कॉम्पिटेंसी इज nothing but the characteristic of person which enables him to deliver superior performance in a given job or role or situation. So that is the competency. When a person possesses a combination of knowledge, expertise, ability and attitude, knowledge, expertise, ability and attitude, key success factors, these are the key success factors to perform a job successfully, it is considered as his competency, है ना? तो कोई भी आदमी जिसके अंदर कोई भी काम करने का उसको उसका नॉलेज हो, है ना? काम करने का नॉलेज यानी अगर मैं किसी को ब्रिक वर्क करने के लिए दे दूं और वो प्लम नहीं कर रहा है, बगैर प्लम करके काम कर रहा है, तो यू डोंट नो द जॉब, उसको नहीं मालूम है, उसका नॉलेज नहीं है। फिर उसने प्रैक्टिस किया तो एक्सपर्टाइज रहेगा उसके अंदर, एंड देन द एबिलिटी एंड द एटीट्यूड उसका भी shows that he is the uh, able to perform that job successfully. And then we can say that that person is competence of doing that work. If these three things are available in it. In general, competence and competencies are considered as one. Ah, competence or competencies they are many. We consider as one. That is the skill of doing the things are available in that person, then we can say that is competent of doing that work. Okay, what is competency mapping and competency map and profiling? Competency mapping means is a process applied to identify, describe competencies that are the most critical to success in a work situation or work role. So competency mapping is a process applied to identify and describe competencies that are most critical to success in a work and situation. तो क्या है कॉम्पिटिशन मैपिंग कि ये प्रोसेस है to identify and describe the competencies of different work at the critical or situation uh, or the work role appointed to it. Competencies are required to perform successfully a given job or role or set or task at a given point of time. It is the competencies. और उसकी मैपिंग हम किस तरह करें कंसिस्ट ऑफ ब्रेकिंग अ गिवन रोल और जॉब इनटू इट्स constituent tasks or activities, job descriptions, and identifying the competencies technical, managerial, behavioral, conceptual knowledge, and attitude and skill, etc., needed to perform the same successfully. And the a competency map is a list of individual competencies that represent the factor most critical to success in a given job, department, organization, or industries. तो हमको मालूम है कि हर हर पर्सन की कॉम्पिटेंसीज ये डिफरेंट होती है, चाहे वो टेक्निकल लेवल पर बोलिए आप या मैनेजरियल लेवल पर बोलिए या बिहेवियर लेवल पर बोलिए. The skills are different and their competencies are different for the different pupils. And it also in the organization, we need different competencies at different levels. And that should be listed out for the department. And then we can do the competency map or the profiling of the competency. So what is the profiling? The profiling of the competency, it is the process of identifying knowledge, skills, abilities, attitude, and judgment required for effective performance of particular occupation or profession or the job requirement. So competency profiling means कि हमको जो भी we need a different competencies at different level of work, or we need different competencies at different sections of our organization. One person, his managerial skill is good, and we are putting it into some other job. So we are not uh, really putting at the proper uh, position. And that's why the mapping of the competency and the competency profiling is very necessary for the organization. Now, how we can do the mapping? This step-by-step procedures is given, or steps are given uh, for the competency mappings. So decide the position for which the competency or job requirement need to be mapped. पहला काम क्या करेंगे हम कि पोजीशन फॉर विच वी आर लुकिंग फॉर द जॉब रिक्वायरमेंट वो डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा, है ना. कौन सी पोजीशन ऑपरेशनल पोजीशन पर है, मैनेजरियल पोजीशन पर है, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन पोजीशन पे है, परचेसिंग पोजीशन पे है, हाँ, सेल्स और मार्केटिंग पोजीशन पे है. So that we have to decide for the position. Then identify the location of the position in the organizational structure. फिर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर में उसका लोकेशन कहाँ है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर में उसका लोकेशन कहाँ है. Then identify the objectives of that function. अब जहाँ पर उसको काम करना है, उनके ऑब्जेक्टिव और द फंक्शन ऑफ दैट वर्क यू कैन आइडेंटिफाई. Step number 4, you to identify the objectives of the role. Why does the position exist? जो पोजीशन है हमारी, वो पोजीशन जरूरी है क्या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, वो स्ट्रक्चर पे वहां पर फिट होती है क्या? इट इज नेसेसरी. व्हाई दिस पोजीशन नीडेड? क्यों यहाँ पर आदमी चाहिए, यहाँ पर क्यों हमको कोई भी चीज चाहिए, मशीनरी चाहिए? इज इट नेसेसरी? देन द कलेक्ट क्रिएट जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन फॉर any of the position, to make a list of all tasks and activities to be performed by the position holder. अब देखते हैं कि जॉब में जो एडवर्टाइजमेंट आती है, तो वहाँ पर डिफरेंट स्किल्स उसके पूरे डिटेल देखना पड़ता है. वी नीड अ साइट सुपरवाइजर able to handling the labor, and he has the skills to check the deep work and the plastering work at site. This, when we see the job at different position, these are the descriptions are mentioned. So we have to collect or create the job descriptions also, and that is will it will become under the checking of the competency mapping, and that the step number 5. Okay, then create the job requirement. Create the job requirement like knowledge, skill, attitude and physical fitness. जैसे कि हमने पहले ही बोला कि 4 main characteristics are required for the skills, for the competence. That's that knowledge, skill and attitude. Also the physical fitness is very necessary. This is also the step in competency mapping. And then interview the position holder. When we are taking the interview, to list the task and activity expected to perform by the individual. है ना? हमको कोई भी पोजीशन में कोई आदमी चाहिए, तो हम उसके लिए इंटरव्यू लेते हैं कि वाकई में वो काम करने के लिए वो कॉम्पिटेंस है कि नहीं, उसके पास स्किल्स बहुत है, उसके पास नॉलेज बहुत है, लेकिन अगर उसका एटीट्यूड सही नहीं है और उसकी हेल्थ अगर सही नहीं है, तो क्या हम उसको बोलेंगे कि वो कॉम्पिटेंट है फॉर डूइंग दैट पोजीशन और दैट वर्क? नहीं बोलेंगे हम. तो इसके लिए इन एन इंटरव्यू वी आर जजिंग ऑल दिस the requirement. Interview the position holder to list the actual knowledge, attitude, skills, and other competencies required for performing the task effectively. तो जो भी यानी skills required है for that doing that position, or we are taking an interview, their actual knowledge of that position, his attitude is very well considered, and other competencies, that is, you see that soft skill, speaking, writing, etc. It will come in the other requirement or performing the task effectively. So that should be checking, and it is the steps in the mapping of your competencies. Then they create the record with comments, suggestions, and submit it to the respective authorities. Then after the interview, after the checking of the competencies of that person, where that position we require, then we create a record and we suggest or comments on the person to submit to the higher authorities for the final approval. Then 10, the shop floor supervisors must be take an active part in competency mapping process. So shop floor supervisor are the active part of any organization to mapping of the competency process, particularly deciding on the job description and the job requirement for section workers, who are working under him and would work under him uh, properly. So these are the steps you can say are required uh, for the mapping of the competency of the person for the right position, right job, you would say, to know the ability, to know the skills, know the attitude and behavior, and overall it is called as the competency of the person we are checking. And these following steps, these 10 steps are required to check the competencies of the person. So that is the steps in the competency. Then the competency required for the employment. क्या एक competency हमको चाहिए अगर कोई employment हम कर रहे हैं. So in industry, employment is offered to candidate based on his or her educational qualification, skills required, the job knowledge, and physical fitness. These are obvious expectations to carry out the task. So for any person, हम कोई भी पर्सन को कहीं भी कोई पोजीशन पे अगर हम अपॉइंट करते हैं तो उसकी कॉम्पिटेंस रिक्वायर्ड, उसकी नॉलेज रिक्वायर्ड, उसकी स्किल रिक्वायर्ड, उसकी फिटनेस रिक्वायर्ड, अब चेक करते हैं वो एम्प्लॉयमेंट के लिए. अगर हम एग्जांपल ले कि इन केस ऑफ द वायरमैन, तो इट रिक्वायर्स अ नॉलेज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल टेक्नोलॉजी, a valid certification is required with the good agencies, okay, और गुड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. फिर वो सर्टिफिकेट से काम चल जाता है कि हमारा, हाँ, आपका डिग्री सर्टिफिकेट आपको मिल गया तो क्या आप कॉम्पिटेंट है डूइंग दैट वर्क? यू कैन नॉट से, यू कैन नॉट से, कैन नॉट से. Certification is only. We have the use of hand tools and equipment such as portable ladders, PPE kit, that is personal protective equipment, उसका यूज उसको आता है या नहीं. Along with this, other requirements are good eyesight, ease of working at height without fear, and general physical fitness. तो एक वायरमैन अगर हम अपॉइंट करते भी हैं, हमको देखना पड़ता है कि भाई उसके पास प्रॉपर सर्टिफिकेशन है कि नहीं वायरमैन का, उसके पास वो स्किल है कि नहीं जो हमको चाहिए. फिर जो टूल्स है, उनको लेडर लगेगा, पोर्टेबल लेडर लगेगा. फिर इज नॉलेज ऑफ द पर्सनल प्रोटेक्शन इक्विपमेंट, है ना, जैसे कि we need a helmet, we need a safety shoes, we need a apron for proper work, we need a tools for proper work. If he has the knowledge of all these things, then we got that this person is competent of doing that work, is fit for the environment. That's why it is the simple example. Similarly, you can check any other example as per the another position. So the competency required for employment is to be checked as per the position. Then competence building, and competency already available, but if some person don't have that ability, then we are it called as the competence building. Then based on the job to be performed, identify the skill and the attitude required. Identify for each person performing the job the level of skill and the desired attitude present. Firstly, we have to recruit people with required competence for a job, but whenever there is a gap, the same can be filled through appropriate training and education. So that is called as competition competence building. इसको बोलते हैं कॉम्पिटेंस बिल्डिंग, कि हम हमारे पास वर्कर्स है, स्किल्स है, दे हैव द सर्टिफिकेशन, लेकिन कैसा है कि उन्होंने हम जो टास्क दे रहे हैं वो फील्ड पे काम नहीं किए. दे हैव द नॉलेज लेकिन दे डोंट हैव द प्रैक्टिस. हम क्या करेंगे ऐसे टाइम में? वी आर To fill that gap, we are providing education to the person, we are providing training to that person, and that is called as competence building. कि हम उनकी competency level को बढ़ा रहे हैं, तो it is called as competence building. तो हम उनकी कॉम्पिटेंस को बिल्ड कर रहे हैं by giving the education, by giving the appropriate training to them. So I think so you are understanding what is going on in this lecture. And then the example of a forklift operator ability to drive a forklift. Forklift आपको मालूम है? सबको मालूम है forklift क्या होता है? Anyone? आप कहीं बड़ी इंडस्ट्री में कभी गए हो? अब देखो जो मशीन जो है सामान को उठाती है, छोटी सी मशीन होती है, पर्सन इन हैंडलिंग दैट मशीन, और एक जगह से पायलट को उठा के दूसरी जगह रखती है, उसको क्या बोलते हैं हम लोग? फोर्क लिफ्ट. क्या बोलते हैं? फोर्क लिफ्ट. ओके, तो आई विल टाइप हियर द फोर्क लिफ्ट. ये मशीन आपने देखी होगी, है ना, डिफरेंट कंपनीज में. इज विजिबल टू यू? दिस मशीन्स आर कॉल्ड एज फोर्क लिफ्ट. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? फोर्क लिफ्ट. इस सामान को उठाकर एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ले जाती है ना. तो जनरली बड़े बड़े वेयर हाउसेस में जहाँ पर हमारे मटेरियल स्टोर होते हैं, जहाँ पर forklifts are there. Okay, so now you understand what is forklift. So a forklift operator required following knowledge and skill, attitude and physical fitness for driving a forklift. क्या क्या चाहिए उसके लिए? नॉलेज और स्किल अगर हम देखेंगे, टू ड्राइव ही हैज ऑब्टेन अ ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस, ऑथराइजेशन बाय अटेंडिंग द सुटेबल ट्रेनिंग. किस तरह चलाना है उसको, तो ही हैज गेट अ ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस, इसका नॉलेज चाहिए. शुड हैव स्किल टू नेगोशिएट इट एट कॉर्नर्स, टेक अ जजमेंट, साइज एंड वेट ऑफ द लोड, हाउ टू लिफ्ट एंड लोअर द लोड. तो लोड उठाना ही ये हमारा काम नहीं है. क्या लोड उठाना है ना, उसके सब कैसे उठाना है, किस तरह हम उठाएंगे, कितना लोड हम ये फोर्कलिफ्ट से उठा सकते हैं, कैसे उठाएंगे, और उठा लिए तो उसको लोअर किस तरह करेंगे, है ना, to transfer that load. So all these skills are required. Should be aware about SWSO forklift. तो फोर्कलिफ्ट के जो operations है, he should know basic maintenance of forklift, changing of fueling etc. उसको मालूम होना चाहिए कि अभी फ्यूल लगेगा, इतना फ्यूल इतने दिन चलेगा या इतने टाइम चलेगा. यानी बेसिक जो उसके वर्किंग है, बेसिक मेंटेनेंस, वो उसको आना चाहिए. सो बी अवेयर अबाउट द चेकलिस्ट बिफोर द फोर्कलिफ्ट टू बी स्टार्ट. फोर्कलिफ्ट स्टार्ट करने से पहले क्या क्या चेकलिस्ट है, प्रॉपर पोजीशन में है नहीं है, हाँ, ऑल पार्ट्स, फिर किस तरह स्टार्ट करना है, सेफ्टी प्रिकॉशंस के लिए उन्होंने सेफ्टी जो पीपीई है, पर्सनल प्रोटेक्शन इक्विपमेंट है, उसने उसको वियर किया है नहीं किया है. ऑल दिस थिंग द चेकलिस्ट टू स्टार्ट दैट should he should know where and how to park it and importance of it. फोर्कलिफ्ट कहीं कहीं भी पार्क कर दिए ऐसा तो नहीं चलेगा. इट्स नॉट द पोजीशन वेयर टू पार्क, where to put the and how to park, and the position of parking what should be. He should the knowledge and skills of this operation of the forklift. forklift चलाना है तो उसका ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस, ठीक है, ये एक तो आपको मालूम है कि आपको चलाना आता है, लेकिन प्रॉपर वे है, उसको कॉर्नर में है तो किस तरह टर्न करेंगे, है ना, वजन कितना हम उठा सकते हैं वो उसकी नॉलेज चाहिए। उससे ज़्यादा वजन उठाने की कोशिश करेंगे तो मे बी द ब्रेक लोड हम लोग उठा लिया तो सडन हम डाउन नहीं कर सकते। वी हैव टू slowly we have to down that the loads of material we are lifted. So all this thing, knowledge of the forklift, operational knowledge, driving knowledge is required, and it's coming into the knowledge and the skills. Similarly, physical fitness. What is the physical fitness? सिर्फ नॉलेज और स्किल से काम चल जाएगा क्या? नहीं. You should have physically and mentally fit. It's a strenuous work and create physical as well as mental fatigue. Definitely work ऐसा है कि आप continuous, maybe if you are working in the warehouse or in an open area, so sun heat are there, then that is maybe also he need a good eyesight and reflexes should be good. So that is the physical fitness required for any driver, and that is also for the same for the forklift. So this is the you can say our today's lecture, and his attitude and behavior should also good. Should be a team player, should be a passionate and cool-headed, है ना? Because the forklift driver, because in warehouse they are always in the either in the purchasing, downloading of the materials, or either they are at the sales. When they are at the sales, the different people will come by. हमारा सामान पहले दे दो, हमारा सामान पहले दे दो, हमारा सामान पहले दे दो. So he has to perform several tasks at the same position, but he has to take a judgment. कौन पहला आया, किसने प्रॉपरली गाड़ी लगाया, किसको हम इजीली दे सकते हैं, है ना? So that is the uh, that should be ability and that attitude should be there for the operator. And if that ability and that is there, then he will perform the task very easily and good. So I think so. Our time is over, and lecture time is over, and I have another lecture. So we will stop here, and thank you for joining. But I will